Thursday the 15th of June 2023 was a historic day within the Gaelic community, with a brand new county competition kicking off named the All Hertfordshire competition. Originally this initiative was due to begin in 2020, being delayed because of COVID. 3 years later and the All Hearts has liftoff with primary school students from across the county participating. This event shows how Gaelic sports are developing across the UK, and one that is a prime example of this is Arnold Academy. The school from Bedford aren't only playing their first Gaelic games as a school, but the majority of the pupils involved only began learning the rules of this version of football this morning. Their PE teacher, Kareem Tafifa, shares his opinion on how initiatives like this are going to benefit his school and others like it.
This day for us has been really important. It's an opportunity for the kids to come and play in a different environment, play against schools we've never played before, learn a game that we've never played before, and they've really taken to it. They've really enjoyed using a lot of the skills that they've learned in other sports to come and play and transfer across. So it's been a fantastic day for our pupils. Today, the fact that we played in 3/3 and they get a chance to be defenders, midfielders and attackers, they've been brilliant, and they've learned a lot about the game today in a very short space of time.
One school they faced off against were St Joseph's, who are also playing their first games as a school, but the majority of their players feature for clubs. Their coach, Kane Hill, speaks on how important it is for schools to have local competitions like this.
Not a lot of kids get to play Gaelic football. When I was growing up, I didn't even know what Gaelic football was. So coming into a school where they're strong on Gaelic football is important because it gives awareness to the sport and gets people involved. So hopefully the ones who have never played before, because we've got a few, hopefully they can get involved in clubs.
Paul Blessing, chair of the Glow Hearts Minor Board, was in attendance as coach of St Alban and St Stephen, and is happy that Hertfordshire now has its own all-Gaelic festival.
It's brilliant that we're doing one for Hertfordshire. Today we had 14 kids from St Albans and Stevens. 3 had played Gaelic football before, 11 had not. So because of today we got 11 new kids exposed out to Gaelic football and hopefully sport in general. Then taking up sports and realising that it's not just boys and girls playing separately, they can play with each other. And then the confidence from trying out a new sport and learning a new sport. And getting the confidence to go out and catch the ball, to call for the ball, and towards the end soloing when they'd never soloed before, so that's great.
Day 2 at Harpenden Rugby Club belonged to the secondary schools, with a handful of Year 7 and 8 boys, Year 9 and 10 girls and Year 9 and 10 boys getting their chance to participate in this new chapter for Gaelic sports in the county. One school who weren't getting their first taste of action here were Arnold Academy, with their Year 7 and 8 boys featuring following their primary school team yesterday. They also hadn't played competitive Gaelic football before, and this didn't show as they reached the final in their group. In their group were St Mary's, a school that have been frequent participants at previous Gaelic school competitions in the county before it was changed to All Hertfordshire, and their coach Steve Edelson is happy to be back and to be involved in a competition that provides so much.
It's great that the students can get back out here, they can enjoy it, they can work with one another, they can develop their skills and learn in what is a competitive yet friendly environment. What it's also given an opportunity to is our older student leaders, our sixth formers who play both outside of school and have played in school, to come along and help coach the younger students. So everyone is sort of collaboratively working with each other to improve the Gaelic football in our school.
Stephen Lavery, now head of games development and operations at the Britain GAA, used to oversee the development of Gaelic sports within Hertfordshire, and is pleased with how the Gaelic codes have progressed within this area.
It's a 3-day event, exciting new initiative, the Hertfordshire Games. It's events like this that just help grow the exposure of the sport, grow the word in the schools. Events like this will only go from strength to strength. The future looks bright. I think there's 40 teams playing tomorrow, which is really exciting. Can't wait to see it in action. But we'd be expecting to see a lot of those kids in a couple of years' time coming through the adult, and that's what it's all about.
A successful day of Gaelic football for all involved, in particular Joan of Arc, who were victorious in the 9 and 10 girls group and cup winners in the 9 and 10 boys. The All Hearts will return next year for the primary and secondary schools, where the success of this year will hopefully encourage more schools to participate.